Today we will be subtracting integers. First we will start with 3 minus negative 2. If I have 3 positives, I don't have 2 negatives to take away. So I have to bring in 0 pairs. I still have 3 positives because 0 pairs are just zeros. Now I can take away negative 2. So 3 minus a negative 2 equals positive 5. The next problem is 3 minus 5. If I have 3 positives, and I try to take away 5 positives, I don't have 5 positives to take away, so I need to bring in 0 pairs again. Now I can take away 3 positives minus 5 positives equals negative 2. So 3 minus 5 equals negative 2. So the rules for subtracting integers. To subtract integers, you change subtraction to adding the opposite. Then you use the addition rules. We don't want to remember a bunch of new rules, so we can just reuse our rules we learned the other day. So the rules for adding integers are same sign add, different sign subtract, take the sign of the one you have more of. So first we're going to change each problem to adding the opposite. So number 1, 6 minus negative 4. You change to adding the opposite, and the answer is 10. Because they are both positive, you add them. 6 plus 4 is 10. Number 2, 3 minus negative 7. I'm going to change it to adding the opposite. Now I have negative 3 plus positive 7. Those are different signs, so I need to subtract. And I take the sign of the one you have more of, so it's going to be positive 4. Number 3, negative 8 minus negative 2. Change it to adding the opposite. Now I use the rules for addition. Negative 8 plus positive 2 is negative 6. Number 4, 10 minus 15. I need to change it to adding the opposite. Now I subtract because you have different signs. My answer is negative 5. Number 5, 3 minus negative 12. Change it to adding the opposite. I add those because I have 2 negatives. Same sign add. My answer is negative 15. Number 6, 8 minus 6. Change it to adding the opposite. Subtract because they're different signs. I have positive 2. So any subtracting integers problem, you can change to adding the opposite. Never do anything to the first number. Just change it to adding the opposite, adding the opposite, adding the opposite.